Can everybody hear me now? Hello. We got Justin Hill, Picking with Pickle. Deborah's Loving Life, my beautiful wife. Cousin Mike's in the house, London's Custom Classic. Wendy English, my partner in crime, Unfinished Project. I posted a link if somebody wants to come on in. Oh, let's see if we get us a victim of circumstances here. No, we ain't got no victims yet. Maybe we can get Two-Eyed Cat to come in here. Oh, that's One-Eyed Cat. I guess I'm going to call him Two-Eyed Cat now. Come on up, Hammer. I'm about ready to put an LS in this Thunder Chicken. Yeah, Pickens, I was watching your live as I was watching John's at the same time. Man, you wouldn't believe my hand is all cut up. Yeah, when I'm on a computer, I can watch 2 or 3 at the same time that's going on and support their channel where they can get watch hours too. Nope. I like to busted one of them off yesterday. Boat snapped in half and finger hit the side of the crankshaft. Man, it looked rough. Yeah, we'll put them on the Thunder Chicken, Hammer. I got some more too. You can go on there. Put them to go on there. Yeah, I can't remember if I did or not, Hammer. I was dug up mad then. And then I got some some more stickers to go on there. I'm waiting on London to send me some. I got 2 of his first stickers. I need 2 more of his new stickers. Yeah, these are not mine here. This is the garage here, stickers. We got to get some made. Yeah, there you go, Hammer. I'm putting all the stickers down the front fender on both sides. Our door is going to be on both sides. I'm going to hand paint our decal on both sides, the driver's door and the passenger door. And then I'll probably do the lettering too. I'm going to do some remembrance of our daughters also. We'll do something on the hood. I just gotta get this thing where it's running, that way I can concentrate on doing stuff like that. Yeah, I like doing the lettering and stuff with a brush. It takes so long to do it for it to look right. I was playing around with one of the trucks we had, and with the lettering on the side of it, and that one door probably took me about 3 hours, but it looked pretty. It looked pretty good. And we got 9 people in the house. Dang, I wish I had some bacon. Yeah, Hammer, it will last longer, especially if you take clear coat over top of it. Oh, it's there. It'll be there for a long time. Yeah, I messed around that thing today, and waiting on the piston and the rod to come, and then I think I gotta go have my crank turned. I wish I had that rod in here. I can show y'all what I actually found out. And I actually knew about it when I took the motor apart, but I actually forget about it. If somebody wants to hop in, hit that little link up there at the top. I think my neighbors think I'm crazy out there when I got my videos going. There's Busted Radio. There's Chris. There you go. Good there. Yeah, today was one of them days where I get up late, slept a little late this morning, and just resting my weary bones, I guess. Yeah, but Chris, this shirts, man, these right here sharp. These right here are some sharp shirts, buddy. They are sharp. Yeah, Dean's got it right there. Yeah, she gonna have to make me a pineapple pudding.
Justin said, where are you from?
Justin, we from Alabama. Down here, when it gets hot, it gets hot.
Stays hot.
It stays hot. Hey, we got one-eyed cat in the house.
Yeah, my ears were burning. What's going on over here?
I had to holler for you.
Well, it's been raining all day, so there's not a whole lot you can do on a day like today. So might as well stop and say hello.
It was like that here yesterday. Rain, rain, rain.
We need a good soaker, though. It's been dry.
Yeah. Yeah, we needed one, but I think we've been getting rain about every couple of days.
Yeah, I was getting kind of used to those 70, 80-degree days, and now we're back to early spring.
Yeah, that's the way it is here.
Yeah, work with what you got, I suppose.
Oh, yeah. Yep. It was hot in Alabama that they decided not to put the nuclear plant in Huntsville. It probably blew up. Oh, you done anything else to your car when I cat?
No, the weather kind of ducked back into shitty weather, so I had to tarp it back up again, wait for another nice spell. It's supposed to rain for the next week here, so.
Oh, man. Yeah, y'all getting that system we just went through here then.
Yep. And I checked the weather, and it's like rain all week, 50%, 60%, 90%, 60%. It's like, it makes me not even want to go fishing. It's supposed to rain so much.
Yeah, really. Yes. That's the way it is here. I was like, well, I'll get this thing put together and I'll have it in there about a weekend and I'll be done with it. Then I can continue on doing something else. And nope, that didn't work out. So then the rain come. And that stops everything. Like brake been put slammed on.
Yeah, I can just imagine how tall the grass is going to be when it finally quits raining next week.
Oh, I got to cut ours, but I cut mine with a weed eater.
Yeah, I've mowed mine twice already.
Ooh. Our backyard is got fenced in, and that's where all the grass is. Our front yard, there's so many trees in the front yard, the leaves stay on the ground when ain't no grass growing.
It's probably a plus on that aspect, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I
I was the asshole neighbor this year. I was the first one to mow. You know, everybody waits till somebody mows, and then everybody's got to mow.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought about it. If I had the money, I'd cement the whole yard and just paint the cement green.
There you go.
I believe it saved money.
In the long run, probably. Plus, you could work on your car anywhere you want.
Yeah, there you go. That's what my dad used to say. We used to have, I think, about an acre of land where my dad and his house was. We used to have to cut it back then. We had push mowers, and he said he'd always say, "I wish I had just cemented the whole yard and painted it green." I'm thinking, yeah, me too. I wouldn't have to be pushing the lawnmower.
Him Rich said he doesn't fall into that peer pressure.
Yeah, I'm just glad the cold weather is gone. That's
Yeah, we're about done with the freezing part.
yeah. 'Cause I tell you,
Smoke Rich.
that's man. I don't like cold weather.
We had a pretty mild winter this year for what we normally get. We only got a little bit of snow. Only snowed a couple times. Usually it stacks up.
Yeah, this year we didn't really have a cold winter this year.
We had a cold spell or two back around Christmas. We was down like single digits for a week.
Ooh. Yeah, I think it was here. Well, probably I think in the 30s, wasn't it? Around about Christmas.
30s.
Yeah, I think it was 30s. I know we had a cold snap about a week, but that's about it. I like them like that.
30s. You know, when we get down into the teens, that's when I got to start worrying about the kitchen pipes freezing up.
Yep, and that's where.
Whoever built this house, they run the pipes up an outside wall.
Holy cow!
It's like I can see it if you're down south, but not up here in Pennsylvania.
No. Yeah, that's crazy there.
So I had for the bathroom upstairs, I had a new furnace put in a couple years ago, and I had them run some extra duct work just to go up the outside wall. They shot it right up the wall joist. Works pretty good.
I know I ran a shop one time, and that it used to work at, and the guy wound up selling it, and then I ran it for a little while, and that's the way they had the water lines running in up against the wall. And every winter he'd go in there and had to fix them water lines. And I told him one time, I said, "Why don't you just shoot them up underneath the ground?" Well, he said, "That costs too much money." I suppose every year you can replace a pipe.
I don't think I'd be worried about the money part. Pipes is, you start digging into frozen pipes, you got work.
Yeah, that's right. Get that right. Yeah, digging a ditch is that's back-breaking work there.
Yeah, but you only have to do it once.
But yes, you'd be surprised at some of these houses though that what goes on when they build them and over the years people do to them. You'd be surprised.
Oh, I've seen what I've done with my own stuff, so I know. What you should do, shouldn't do.
Yeah.
Some things you can get away with.
Right. Yeah, we had at least a building in here. I don't know about here, but other town, you had to have a contractor come in to do everything to the building. I'm like, I ain't paying for no contractor.
Oh, is that for
Hey,
because of codes or just because it didn't know what to be doing?
it's a city codes. I went in there and painted a hole inside that building. I said, I ain't paying no painter.
Oh, I don't. Codes don't even know I put in the concrete, but I forget what. Years ago, we built a deck on out back, and we got a building permit for that. And this year, I added that concrete pad out back, and Wendy had the old permit. She just copied it on the copying machine and changed the dates and hung it in the window.
Oh man.
Usually saying they'll do drive-bys, they'll just look in the window, and if they see a piece of, they see a permit hanging. I've never seen them go up and actually look at the
Permit.
But I usually do most of my stuff over the weekend anyway, because codes don't work weekends.
Yeah, as it.
And I built my carport out back. I started digging holes and setting posts on a Friday afternoon. I was done by Monday.
Yes. Some of these codes is crazy. I can understand electrical. I can understand that. But you got to get a permit and you got to hire somebody to paint your own house. That don't make sense.
No. Hello, Jason. Didn't see you come in, buddy.
Hello, Jason. Got Busted Radio still in the house.
Smoke wrench.
You got Smoke Wrench that come in and first responder. Seen first responder come in.
Yeah.
I gotta get used to this StreamYard because it's totally different than the YouTube. It's totally different. Yeah, I've been plugging away on that Thunder Chicken.
Thunder Chicken. I love it.
Yeah, I'm about ready to swing that 302 in the woods out here and find me a big block or something to go in it. Anything that cut my fingers up so bad, I think it's haunted.
What'd you do?
Busted my hand, busted that and knuckle there. Both broke from the harmonic bouncer, getting it off. And then them rings cut my fingers, getting the rings on the pistons.
Oh, them rings, they're sharp.
Oh man, them things hurt too, boy.
No, I pulled the slugs out of this motor here a week or two ago, and I was taking the rings off. Wasn't thinking nothing about being sharp. It's like, man, I had my pinky. That thing bled for an hour. It just didn't want to quit.
When I hit my little knuckle up there, man, it looked like a murder scene outside. I done got mad. Then I'm about ready to pick that motor up and swing. Let's see, which one you talking about? I watched one of them. He was working on battery cables. You ain't watched much YouTube today. I've been out there getting at it. About ready to get out of it. Oh. Yeah, I think it's haunted. think that car is haunted. It's biting me.
No, if it kills you, it will be haunted.
Yeah. Yeah, I did see that hammer. I sure did. That was pretty good.
Hello, old man.
Oh man, it is shot.
Now I sound like my son. That's what my son calls me. Hey, old man.
Did you give him the piss and say you're gonna show him who's the old man?
No, he's right. No, I'm one of those people that words don't hurt me. So
Right. It don't bother me. It feels good though when I go to town and get a pack of cigarettes and then they ID me for a pack of cigarettes. That still makes me feel pretty good.
yeah, it's only because it's required by law.
Yeah.
They know you're old man, but they
Yeah. And usually the ones behind the counters on like 19, 20 years old at that.
yeah, somebody too young to smoke is
Yeah.
used for yeah.
It's just like, what the crap? Yeah, that's what I've been doing, trying to figure all this out. We got us a next victim in here when I can't.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to see me. I'm in the truck. It's dark out, but before I stop in for a minute.
Okay.
What's going on, bud?
It's on the rumble strip. See, distracted driving.
I never said I was safe.
They say when you run over them little strips long enough, it starts playing a song.
Well, it's driving by Braille, right? So
Yeah.
Right. Even
Nah,
though
I got you set up on my dash here. It should be all right.
even those old folks that's half blind can see the drive the road at night when you hit them little.
Well, if you hear a big crash, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Well, let's not hope that.
Yeah, let's not have that.
Nah,
Well-
it's all good, boys. How y'all doing? Good?
Yeah, pretty good. Just
Good
sit
deal.
back, relaxing.
I forget where it is. There's a place where they did that. They put rumble strips across the highway. They spaced them out and everything. They timed it for like 40 miles an hour. That way you went across it, it played a song. You know, different notes for, they space them out and get them tight. And
Yeah, Auburn University down here has got them on the road down here that plays their theme song.
that would
You're
be neat.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I read something about a month ago. I think it was over in Europe or something, though. One Odd Cat's talking about where it actually played an entire song as you drove along.
Oh, might look that up.
How you
Yeah.
coming along on your car, brother?
I got to wait on the piston and rod to get here, and then I think I'm gonna have to have my crank turned,
Yeah.
and then basically get it all back together, and then get it dropped in there. I'm going with a different setup with a different cam and it's a different set of heads. I found me some 69 351 heads that's already been ported. So I'm going to use them heads, and then I'm going to go with a different camshaft in the Edelbrock. I'm going with a comp cam.
Yeah.
To give me roughly about a little over 300 horses on the hood, give or take.
Yeah, and you can get a hold of Comp and just tell them what you're trying to do, and they can actually build you a cam or set you up with the best setup for you anyway. That'll work.
Yeah, I've already got it. Yeah, I already got the cam. Got the springs is already on the heads. Come with the wow. There was some good bit of money spent on it.
Well, I can't wait to see it. If you don't have it done by No Name, at least I'll see you there anyway, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm trying. Probably another 2 weeks. I'll be done with it, and then because I've got to get back started on that 64 Ford truck and that 64 Chevrolet truck. That's where the green stuff's coming.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, I put No Name in my schedule, so we'll be there. I'm gonna bring a couple cars out, and meet everybody, and see what it's all about, and have a little bit of fun with you all.
Oh yeah, you'll enjoy it there. You'll enjoy it.
You'll have more than a little fun. You'll have a bunch.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, I mainly I want to meet everybody. I've been talking to everybody on here for a couple of years. It's just this schedule just makes it so hard to get there every year because of all my Florida events. But we was able to squeeze it in. We're going to come hang out with everybody for a couple of days, and we'll get in on the burnout competition. Maybe take Linda down the track a couple of times.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
come
seeing.
hang out and have fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yep. John and
Yeah, that's a pretty car. Have you got the Homer back yet?
Homer's transmission's in. I got to button everything up in the morning. I'm traveling back. I had to go get some parts. So tomorrow we'll run the test burnouts. I done a test burnout the weekend before last and took a 727 and made 4 neutrals out of it. So that tells you what Homer will do.
At least you got a good core. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah. So I had a built 904 laying in the shop, so I put a built 904 in it. So Homer will be ready to go, and then Linda will run we'll run at Indy, and then Linda is going to get tore apart for about 2 months and have an 871 blower put on.
Ooh.
And
that's what I'm talking.
So she's going to get an 871 blower with 2 750 carbs. She's going to be nasty. And then once winter gets here, she's getting tore back down for methanol. So, and then she'll be ready for burnout competitions next year.
Ooh. That thing already flies now. It should have gonna take off like a jet.
And then I've got a treat for everybody with a CUDA. So you'll see that here in the next couple months. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty fun.
Talking about that CUDA you brought back last year.
No, that's Alice. That car is actually in Georgia right now, being verified by some Brady Bunch historians, and actually Greg Brady himself, I can't remember his real name, has some information on the car. So that'll be, if we can get it verified, we'll decide what we're going to do there. But no, I bought a 71 CUDA that we're going to turn into an event car. I don't want to give a whole lot away because we have members, including yourself, who will see a video on that before long. So,
Right.
But yeah, just a lot of irons in the fire.
Oh yeah, I bet. Yeah, I believe that CUDA is a show car.
Yeah, I'm not 100% for sure. Either way, it's a cool car. Nevertheless, we may clone it if it's not. Again, it's just going to come down. I've got a lot of people want to buy the car that are throwing stupid money, but until I can verify it, it's not going anywhere. So we'll see.
Oh yeah, definitely. I would make sure before I put a price on it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd sell it even if it was. I don't know. You know, I've got a whole barn full of stuff I won't sell now, and I just don't have no desire to sell that one. If we have it, we know where it's at, right?
Right.
You know, there's no guessing. Or then of course you got individuals that think I'm crazy, and you know, but you'll have that. It is what it is.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. These crazy people, these little trolls that we call them. That one video brought me 200 something views, and I got 8 subs off of it. And then I turned around the next video, it shot up to 755 views. And it brought in me like almost 20 hours watch hours. I said, yeah, bring them trolls back.
Right.
Well, I keep an eye on everybody's channels in here, including everybody in the chat. You're all doing a heck of a job. I think it's awesome. I think the community's awesome. Any of you guys that are with us, I mean, you know how I feel about the community. But yeah, look, I wanted to hop in a minute, boys. I'm almost to the house, and I just wanted to say hi to everybody. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow night or over the weekend.
Appreciate it, Chris. Now have a good night.
All right, you guys stay safe. We'll catch everybody later.
All right, y'all too.
All right, see you.
Good old guy right there.
Who
I
was
like
that?
Busted Radio Garage.
Oh, Busted Radio. Okay.
Yeah, he's a good guy. There's old JB, the transmission man. Need a transmission built? Send it to JB's Little Shop.
Yep. I have it done for you. Process.
Well, since he got the transmission straightened out, now we're going to have to send him one where he keep on making them videos, see, about the transmission being bad.
I haven't watched the latest one. I'm going to watch that over my morning coffee in the morning.
Right.
It's like 20 minutes. It's like, dang, I ain't got 20 minutes right now. I usually save those longer ones for my morning coffee.
Right. Yeah, I'll go through there in the mornings and I'll watch some, and then I'll take a break sometime about around lunchtime and I'll watch some, and then in the evening I'll sit up while going around on the internet and I'll watch some.
It's tough keeping up with all these channels nowadays.
It is. It's a lot of them out there. It's a lot of them.
Just saying no name this year's. I'm just imagining how big it's going to be compared to last year.
It's going to be big. It's going to be big.
Saying we went last year as spectators. It's like, man, I want to be part of this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was part of it, but spectating, it's fun, but it looks like there's a bunch more fun out there on the track.
Right. Right.
Saying I've never been down to track, so hey, let's do this.
Right. All you got to do is when that light turns green, hit the gas and don't let off till you get past the little checkered sign down there.
Mine's probably going to stumble and embarrass me, but
yeah.
I do that here at the house, so I'm not used to it.
Yeah.
Well, my car's not tuned up anywhere near like it could be, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, that's like this night here. It ain't gonna be fast. Over 300 horses. It ain't gonna be fast.
Mine's just a big motor and a little car.
Yep. Now, if we had JB's money and all that big B6 he's building, we'd be all right when I get.
Yeah, we'd all be running sevens.
Yeah, with that big blower he's got.
he's starting chainsaws, take those blades off of him. That way he don't hurt himself.
Yeah. That exclusion weighs about 9,500 pounds. Yep, that's it. Reaction time.
No. I'm going to have to rely on torque. I got a 245 gear, so it's not really made for a whole shot.
Right.
I might get them on the big end, but
I think mine's got the 308s in it, I think. It got some funky gears in the back of it. I was going to change it out to a 5-lug and put a rear end out from underneath the Explorer in it. This brake rear end, but I ain't going to have time, and I got so much stuff going on.
yeah, mine runs and drives right now, so I want to keep it that way for this year.
Right.
All right, man.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is, Don? You got mad?
Well, I don't care. Just as long as it makes it home, I don't care. Well, we went out on the track Saturday night. It was, I don't know, 9, 10 o'clock. They still had the lights on. We just went out there for a photo op. And because my brother took his Grand Am and the wife had the van, and Bad Tree come out. Heard him yelling, "Don, do a neutral drop." So I kind of imitated doing the neutral drop thing. And Wendy's, I didn't even get to do the arm drop. And Wendy's squealing tires heading down the track. He didn't run the whole track. She just did a quick whole shot and quit. We had the cooler in the back. It had a bunch of water in it, so the water drained right out on the track. And I forget the track guy's name, but he was over there looking. It's like, hey, it's only water, man, because there was a puddle this big. It's like you have to take that shit out of the van if you're going to be doing that on the track.
Oh, and some of them bands will surprise you.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
Especially some of them like the early 90 model Caravans. Got that 3.3 in it. Hey, them things right there move quick.
Yeah, we had a 97 Grand or a Caravan that had a 3.3 in it.
You can't beat them, buddy. I'm here to tell you.
We drove that until it wouldn't pass inspection no more. Just rotted out from underneath. And it ended up, I gave it to my brother and lives in New York, and he made a derby car out of it. Won first place. The only event he ever ran in it. He took first place.
Ah. Yeah. Them little bitty bands back in those years, man, they was quick.
I like that van. It was pretty.
Yeah, I drove one for probably 2-3 years back and forth to work, and went got everything in motors, transmissions, you name it. People.
Ended up that used to be my mom's van. Back when she first got it, had the cam broke in it. And she said if I wanted it, she'd give it to me. It's like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think I had a whole $435 in it.
Golly.
We ended up got another motor for it, and we started pulling it on Thursday, and by Saturday we had it running.
Holy cow.
Yeah,
How long
wife Wendy helped me quite a bit on that. She was wrenching.
How long did you drive it after that?
14 years.
Holy cow.
Yep, we drove that thing everywhere. Never let us down. Saying
Holy,
it ended up rotting out underneath. It's Pennsylvania, Rust Belt.
oh yeah. Yeah, the cars up north is, I guess, because all the salt water up there.
Yeah, it's what they use on the highways in the wintertime.
Yep. And it's rough on vehicles.
Yes.
Yeah, it's be rough on vehicles. BJ says, I can't remember last year's race, but I think my reaction time was 004. Left Buck sitting, but got me on the top end.
004, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's almost close to a perfect number.
Yeah.
That's real close. Yeah, that light, you really had to concentrate on that light coming down, because each track's, their light system's different. So you really had to watch that light for a little while when you go to another track, because that light will mess you up.
Yeah, I'm going to learn that this year. We'll be all right. Saying I just got to get it off the line and we'll be all right.
Oh, yeah. You going to drive it down, or you going to put it on a trailer?
Oh, we're trailering it. It's too far to drive it. I want to make sure we get home. We're close to 900 miles, so.
Yeah,
I've road tripped it quite a few times, but never that far.
right.
I mean, I've had it back out to my uncle's house in Ohio. That was 300 miles.
Right.
About my biggest problem is burning up spark plug wires.
Ooh.
There's a lot of heat under the hood, so.
Yeah. What's that get in? The 383?
440.
440? Yeah. They bad about plug wires, just like the 454 Chevrolets burning plug wires.
It's because there ain't no room under the hood.
Yeah.
You got to keep them all wired back and everything tied back. Well, I always carry extra wires.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna drive Thunderbird up there. It's 428 miles there, so 428 miles back.
What kind of mileage you get on that thing?
Don't know yet. I got a fuel cell I'm putting in there, and I got to figure out how many miles I get out of the tank out of the fuel cell. And then I can map my stops between here and there to get gas.
Yeah.
But I think it's like a 10-gallon tank fuel cell.
Yeah, I got 20-gallon in mine, but I don't fill it all the way up.
Then I'll be able to map my stops to get gas. Yeah, JB's real close. He's 200 miles away. Yeah, JB.
If I was 200, I'd drive it there.
Yeah. The way I'm going up, basically I'm going to split Middle Tennessee and then cut across and hit 55 to Missouri. Go over the bridge. I think it's just inside of Kentucky, and then go over and hit 55. That's the way we're going to go in. Instead of going to Nashville and cutting through Nashville, I'm bypassing Nashville.
Yes, and we get there. We don't have to cross them 2 bridges as soon as we get there. We'll be in better shape.
Yep.
We'll be towing
We're
a trailer this year, so
Yeah, we're probably past JB's house. I imagine, probably. I'm gonna meet up with Chucky. I think we're gonna meet up with Chucky and kind of do a convoy in case something happens.
yeah, that's always a plus.
Then you ain't on the side of the road.
Yeah, we hooked up with Mopar Den last year. We met up here on the interstate and we trained there. That was a long day.
Buck and all did met up and went in too. Your wife said she don't want to cross them 2 bridges.
Yeah, she did good last year. She didn't say a word till we got to the other end.
Yes, they keep up with him and Buck. At some point, I'll get there. Yeah, because I'm gonna split Tennessee wide open. It's straight up Tennessee, about middle ways of Tennessee, a little bit west, and go straight up and then cut across to hit 55. We got LP in the house.
Hello, Lars. Don't leave that chainsaw on the porch. It'll be gone by morning.
Yeah.
Make sure the tank's full.
LP out there got them ribeyes and T-bones on the grill. That's what he's doing.
Wow, he's going to do a bunch of cooking this year at No Name. He don't know it yet, but
We got NSB in the house. Look at there. Oh, when I can't, we famous now. We got NSB in the house.
moving on up.
I'm telling you. Yeah, we'll go up straight I-65, and then we'll cut off over in what's the name of that county? Canary County, Tennessee,
I'm not sure.
where Buford Pusser lives, or where Sheriff up there, and then go straight up the middle of Tennessee. Yeah, the quickest way to get to Tennessee from here is I-65.
Yeah, we go across to Ohio and cut down.
Right.
Moving up to the race side. That's right.
You're gonna have to take your car and get you a good background, and take a picture of you in your car, and that way you can use that for your channel picture.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. That, and I was thinking about stickers someday. Got a couple ideas on that.
Yeah. JB says he's 15 miles from Kentucky line on 65, and you're at his back door. Yeah, we're past his house. We got Bondo Billy in the house.
Mondo Billy.
Famous Bondo Billy.
Subscribe, damn it.
Oh, that is hilarious right there.
Well, here comes a cat. Well, she's coming. She's over here about ready to be stupid.
Aw. She wants to be seen on the camera.
She wants to be a pain in my ass.
Yeah, Bondo Billy, I've watched him.
I can make that a picture for my.
Yeah, that's pretty good right there.
When I come back from Watkins Glen, it's like, oh, let's take a picture while we're here.
Yeah.
Saying that's all refrigerator magnets.
Oh man.
They're over there on the freezer.
Yeah. That's pretty smart having magnets. Just stick them on there. You ain't got to worry about leaving them on there. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, we brought the magnets last year, and the wife put them on her van when she's driving around the pits.
Wow.
Uh-oh. Cat's trying to get in the cupboard. Wendy, come get your cat. we gotta tape the cupboard door shut because she'll get up in the glass cupboard, and
Uh-oh.
the only way to get her out is with the rattling the treat container.
Looking for something to eat.
No, that's just her. She gets into everything. She got microwaves above the stove. She gets up on top of that, and there's only a ledge about this wide.
Oh man.
Like top of the refrigerator. It's like, Jesus Christ, man.
They will. A cat will go everywhere like that.
Yep.
They will climb where you think they can't climb, they'll climb.
She does. I got her.
Dean says flower power getting into everything. What's a big old cat?
Big old Maine Coon.
Biggin.
Yeah, only 11, 12 pounds.
No.
She's a chunk.
Oh.
She likes her treats, that's for sure.
And my sister's got a bunch of animals, and buddy, they all look like they about 20 pounds overweight. And when I go over and tell her, I said, "You're starving to death. You're starving to death." That'd be so fat they can't hardly walk.
They waddle.
Yeah. About like me. So fat I can't hardly get around no more. Yeah, we're just gonna try to make it last year. We got so much going on, man. It's just we didn't get our car out of the Ford place until the last day of November, I think it was. Oh, yeah, and they kept it from July to the last day of November. Of course, they was saying they was waiting on parts. They was waiting on parts.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to argue that nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah.
Saying there, Rob of Jason's brother, Rob's Rod and Custom, he sent me he's hooking me up with a ball joint socket. He sent me a couple weeks ago. It ended up post office destroyed the box and ruined the address. They ended up sending it back to him because it was undeliverable.
Oh.
So he sent it back out here last week, and he run a trace on it, and they ended up I don't know where it's at, but supposedly it'll be here tomorrow.
Holy cow. I believe sometimes we've had packages and envelopes and stuff be half opened. I believe there's somebody in that line's opening people's mails.
Mm-hmm. Makes you wonder.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm half afraid to ship anything nowadays. I'm afraid everything's going to get destroyed.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy. We got an envelope here a while back that was halfway open. I guess they thought it was a big check in the envelope, I guess. They should have kept it and paid the bill that was in it.
Right?
But yes, the post office shipping is it's unreal. The price now through post office, I believe it's cheaper to ship everything through FedEx or UPS.
Yeah, my nephew works at FedEx. He can get a discount.
Yeah. I know I sent off some parts last year and it was going to be like $45 shipping through the post office, and I took it up there to UPS and it was like $10. And I was like, I'll just go UPS then.
Yeah.
I was like, that'd be better. Yes. All that stuff we shipped out was actually little stuff. The shirt, the 2 signs, some Hot Wheels with bus grandbaby, and what else we ship out?
The tag.
On a tag, and I think all together it's like $30 shipping, and that was through the post office. I'm like, holy cow.
Seems like half of the goods nowadays is all shipping weight or shipping costs.
Yeah. I used to ship parts, no joke. Big bumpers on the bus station. NSB, glad you got to come in for a few minutes. Appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, you ship a bumper on the bus. All you had to do is buy one ticket, like sitting on the bus.
Oh, there you go.
And they ship the bumper. I shipped a 55 Cadillac bumper somewhere out west. And I took it to UPS and it was going to be like $500 something to ship it. I went over and got to the bus station and wound up costing like a little over $100 to ship it.
There you go.
And
I never
that
thought
bumper,
about on the bus. I wonder if they'd still do that.
they still do it. That bumper weighed probably 300 pounds, and as long as our 2 cars put together, that thing was huge. Yeah, it's expensive. Yeah, I had to box that bumper up, and the way that bumper is shaped on them cars, it looked like a body in a box. I told a buddy of mine, I said, Lord, they gonna think there's a body in this box. Oh, it was funny. Oh, it was funny. I got up to the bus station and buddy of mine grabbed the other end of it, and it was heavy. And that old guy that drive the bus says, "Oh, I get that." And I'm thinking, "You won't get this box." He said, "I get it." He reached down there and grabbed it. And he says, "What is that?" He says, "It looks like some bodies." I said, "It is one big old bumper." I about laughed my head off when he went down and grabbed that thing. He thought it was going to be light. Oh, it was funny. Yeah, stuff, man. Everything's done went up so high. We can go to McDonald's and spend $25 at McDonald's.
I can get a pack of hamburger out of the fridge. It's already paid for.
Yeah.
We don't do fast food anymore.
Hey, we don't. We find a place not too far from the house. Then
Until Sunday.
they got real hamburgers, some real good burgers, and we can have 2 burgers and fries and a drink and onion rings for like $15.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It has
$15
slaw too.
So I could do that. That's reasonable.
Yeah, and slaw, and then it's the hamburger. No joke. You can take 4 of the McDonald's burgers and put it in the hamburger. That's how big they are. Yeah, it's crazy. Freaking
Yeah,
gas is going.
Nowadays, you're better off going to these little mom and pop restaurants.
Right. A
Well,
lot better.
They need the business and they know how to treat their customers.
Right.
So I miss about the old school like truck stops. You don't find truck stops anymore. Sit down
No.
restaurant.
No, you walk in there. You walk into them now. You either got hot dog joint in there, or a Taco Bell, or a hamburger joint.
Yeah. I
You
miss
don't
the
find-
days of the never ending coffee cup.
Right. Oh, around here you ain't gonna get no coffee if it's after 8 o'clock in the morning. You don't get coffee around here at these gas stations.
Really?
No. You either have to go in there and make it yourself, or have them make a pot of coffee.
Yeah. Growing up, my mom and stepdad, they worked in a truck stop. And we'd go up there and visit while she was on shift. And, I'd drink coffee for 3 hours. It cost me a whole 53 cents,
Right. Yeah, now at some of these gas stations, 2 coffees will cost you $5 or something.
Mhm.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
You don't even know if it's going to be good coffee or not.
right.
Actually, it's not.
Usually it ain't worth a crap. That had to be a mighty big hamburger, Mater. Unless you count the ticket too.
Just count the ticket too. I don't know. You couldn't get me out on one of them boats.
No, me either. No, and I'm not getting on no plane either.
When boats are a floating petri dish.
Yep, they're waiting on it to sink. Nope. They ain't gonna have me on one of them. Nope. I've cut a road a bunch of them big old boats. Not me. I ain't gonna get on no plane either. All my saying is, if God wanted me to fly, He gave me wings. If He wanted me to float, He gave me a boat.
There's no place I'd want to go that I need to go on a plane. I've flown a couple of times when I joined the military. We went for basics. We hopped on a plane, but that was about it. That was back in the 80s, 90s, late 80s.
Right. Yeah. Nowadays, I wouldn't even think about getting on one of them now.
Makes you wonder how they don't just fall out of the sky.
I'm telling you. If you really pay attention to how an engine is built, it's amazing how an engine really put together really makes out the horsepower and stuff to even move a car. Really, kind of weird to even think about it, you know?
Yep. Wendy's right. My dad was bad off years ago. We ended up flown to Mississippi, but that was an emergency situation. That was a different story.
Yeah. What, your dad live in Mississippi?
Back in the day, yeah. My uncle lived down there, and he was kind of taking care of him. He had a stroke and everything, and we hit
Ooh.
out, man. We were gone.
What part of Mississippi was it?
Gulf Coast, right on the beach.
Ooh.
It was Long Beach. It was about 10 miles from Biloxi.
Holy cow.
Biloxi, Gulfport, Long Beach, that stretch.
Holy cow. He said if you buy the cruise, you get as many burgers as all you can eat.
No, I'd be fat when I come back.
Yeah. Somebody needs to take some empty suitcases in there and go in there and get all the burgers and put them in a suitcase and say, look, I need to get off this ship.
I can say, can I get this to go?
Yeah. And they would have all the free hamburgers. Is it Sunday yet? No, tomorrow's Saturday, ain't it?
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Yeah, Sunday hamburger
You
day.
thinking about that burger?
Now, Sunday hamburger day. Boats, burgers, and bones. That makes me happy. Oh, man. Good old hamburgers. Yeah, I can't wait to get the car done and get it up there. And we sit back and watch a lot of the videos, man. It had been a lot of fun up there.
Yeah, I find myself going back and watching some of the trackside videos. One will pop up on my suggested list, and it's like, oh, and you don't know who took it. There's video from 30 different people on YouTube now from Sykeston.
Right. You don't know who even filmed it.
Yeah, some of them's cool because, like the burnout contest, you get all these different views.
Right. Instead of one view, you got 20 different views of it. And that's where it really gets interesting when you got multiple cameras that you can see the views on each one of them.
Deborah's hungry now.
She's going to be in there cooking that hamburger tonight.
I don't have any hamburger meat, so there you go.
Well, the woods is next door. Give me the knife. I'll go get one out of that deer that's going to be running across the street. What was that? I was down a couple years back. I was down at my cousin's house, and we stayed with them a couple of days. And one early morning, about 5 o'clock, he come right the corner of the house and shot his shotgun right there by the window I was sleeping at. I come out of that bed and I was like, I'm piece of kill him. He shot a deer in his front yard.
I've known people to do that. My brother-in-law was good for that. He shot one right out his kitchen window once, and standing by the clothesline.
Ooh. Yeah, I'd like to give me a heart attack. It was like,
I remember as a kid, Mom did that once, shot one out the kitchen window.
oh,
We were young. I was probably 7, 8, 9 years old at the time. And Boy, that was a talk about a firecracker in the house.
Right.
Yeah, my dad went hunting. My mom shot one out the front or the kitchen window. My dad come back empty-handed, and she told him to go get it.
Are you y'all originally from Pennsylvania?
Yeah. Well, my mom's family's from West Virginia, but I grew up in Pennsylvania.
Okay. Yeah, see, my mom's from Rhode Island, and my dad was from Alabama. And how they got hooked up, I'll never know. She's
That's
She was-
back in the day. What year were you born?
73.
Saying
I had
that's almost back before the interstate systems.
yeah.
You know, so yeah, Rhode Island, Alabama. That's makes you wonder how they got together.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start restarting my computer.
And my dad was all Southern, buddy. All Southern. And she was all Yankee. She wouldn't eat nothing from the South. It had to be all Yankee food. I don't see how.
It all changed now.
Yeah, I don't see how they even got along. I was like, I don't see it. I still think today, I'd be thinking like, how'd they even make it that long together?
Opposites attract.
Yeah. It's funny. Yeah, I've been all the way up to Maryland. It's further up north I've been. It's Maryland. And one of these days I want to take a trip up there to Rhode Island and go digging for some records and stuff. My grandpa's house is still standing. I like to go up there and just bang around there and get some pictures and stuff.
Yeah, that's still big in our family. We still do the family reunion. So my mom grew up in the hills of West Virginia. I'm talking it takes 5 hours to get there, and the last 20 miles takes 45 minutes.
Yeah. Roads like this right here.
Switchback.
Yeah.
What part of West Virginia?
What part of West Virginia was it?
If you take a push pin, it's almost right in the middle of the state. It's exit 62 off of is it 79? Gasway, Sutton. They're all little towns, so I don't know if you'd.
Yeah, I got some cousins in West Virginia, Tennessee, West Virginia, and Virginia.
I mean, my cousin ended up buying the homestead.
Right.
They ended up redoing it.
Oh man, that's pretty. Oh man.
I mean, every driveway has a bridge because there's a creek, a stream runs, because the mountains go like this.
Right.
Saying every hollow has a little stream or creek or something, and we still go down there. It's Reunion's Father's Day weekend. It'll be 21 or 22 years running.
Holy cow.
My mom passed away a year ago, so we still got to make it down. I don't want to call it quits, but
Right. Yes. Yeah, I lost my mom last October. Yeah, October. Oh yeah. Oh man, that's
Oh, that's
that's
beautiful.
pretty.
The original stairway used to go around the chimney.
Oh,
Then you got the garden down there by the driveway.
oh man, that's pretty. That's paradise right there.
Mhm.
He's got his own. He cuts his own lumber. You know those portable sawmills.
Right.
He's got one of those, so he cuts his own lumber, built his own garage.
Golly.
Now you make me want to go home.
Yeah, really. So how long y'all lived in Pennsylvania?
Forever. Saying I'm not really sure how my mom and dad hooked up, but saying she's from West Virginia, my dad's from here, so we ended up saying they moved back here. Well, my uncle used to be into. He used to have TV cable back when cable companies was first a thing.
Right.
And he used to go around, installing all these cable networks. And I'm figuring that's how they hooked up, maybe. And 'cause
Probably.
he used to be a lineman back when they used to still climb a pole with the
The lot. Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Holy cow. Yeah, it's kind of weird how they hook up like that because one be 1,000, 12, 1,400 miles away, and then this is born here, that's born there, and then they somehow get together like that.
What oil I found at the yard sale. And they gave him to her for free.
Yeah, Dean, I actually think the Stevensons
All babies.
is on my DNA test. I'm not sure.
Who found these, Wendy?
Oriella at a yard sale like 3 years ago.
See this? This ended up. This is a deck of playing cards.
Holy cow.
Hold on, let's get this here. Let's just say the finest 5-channel system, Williamsport TV cable. This deck of cards,
1969.
this deck of cards from back in the late 60s.
Holy cow.
That's back when had the whole five channels.
Wow.
We found them at a yard sale. My granddaughter did. She was looking at them because they got babies on them.
Oh,
She's one of these natural born mothers,
right.
Man, look at her.
Look at that.
Yeah. Okay.
Holy cow. Golly.
But it was
God.
neat. The lady ended up giving them to her because for the babies, and when got them home, we noticed that it was my uncle's old cable company.
Wow.
It's like that was cool. And that's how he's my rich uncle.
Yeah, I said on video, last video, I said my rich uncle, if he ever get out of the poorhouse, I'll be all right. But I realized all my uncles dead and gone that I know of.
Well, my uncle's still kicking. I haven't talked to him lately, but he probably don't want to talk to me anyway. we just got separated over the years.
Oh yeah.
He lives in Mississippi. That's where my dad was down there.
Right.
He ended up when I turned 18, I moved south. I moved to Mississippi, to be with dad. Mom's like, hey, if you want to move down there, I can't stop you. We ended up, me and my brother, we moved down there for a year. Realized why mom divorced him years before, and ended up coming back home.
Oh man.
I remember the trip down. We was in I forget what year it was, but it was a 16-foot stake body dump truck.
Oh man.
I remember that was the longest trip, 1,200 miles in that 16-foot stake body.
Holy
Thing would only do about 52 miles an hour.
Holy cow.
But live and learn, Saying we moved down there, we so young and naive. We didn't know nothing about the world.
Right.
But it's what makes us who we are today.
That's right. That's exactly right. Yeah, I lived in Mississippi when I was a kid, around Bay Springs, Mississippi. And that was in the early mid-70s. That's when all the chickens died. And then Mom and them had a photo studio out there. And then they moved back to Alabama after the chicken scare, all the chicken scare in the 70s. And then they moved back here. And then they stayed here since then. I remember a little bit about Mississippi. I actually got online a couple years back and get pictures of the house that they lived in out there. And it's a whole new world over there in Mississippi. It's a whole new world over there. It's almost like traveling back in time.
Can be, yeah.
I went over there a couple years, but it's probably, when I say a couple years, it ain't been a couple years. It's probably been about 15 years ago. 16 maybe. Took a truck over there, and I got about an hour in Mississippi and realized my cell phone didn't work. They didn't even have cell phone towers over there.
Wow.
I was like, had to get back to civilization where I can have a cell phone service.
Yeah, Wendy's saying I come back with a fro. Well, when I moved down there, when I was down there for a year, I never got my hair cut. And when I come back, I was like, my mom picked me up at the bus station. We took a bus back. And the first place we stopped was to get my hair cut. Didn't even make it to the house. I don't know where the picture's at, but I fluffed my hair up. She took a picture, and she's like, it's gone, son. Like, no wonder I couldn't find a job.
Oh, man. I bet you're glad to get back home with you.
Well, here, my real world's here. I knew
Right.
down there I was the new kid and didn't know nobody. And
yeah, when you stay in one place and get to know people and then move off like that, you don't know nobody. And then it feels like you're on an island out in the middle of nowhere in the middle of the ocean.
that saying we moved down there when we was 18 and we was young and naive. We didn't know how the world worked.
Right.
Well, even living here, saying in high school, there's a little cluster of about 5 houses, and my best friend, he lived down the road about 4 miles.
Right. You're living down there is a whole different ball game.
Oh, I'd be afraid to do it nowadays.
Oh yeah.
This was back in 84, 83, 84. I can only imagine what it's like down there in this day and age.
Oh yeah. It's one thing.
World's turning into a scary place.
Yep. Yep, it is. One thing, it's so hot down there.
That I remember.
It is so hot. It gets hot here, but closer you get to the ocean, it gets hotter.
Yeah, because we literally lived 5 blocks from the beach.
Holy cow.
Made for some good fishing, though.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, I seen the golly, I just watched his video yesterday. He went fishing. Oh, man, my mind went blank.
The big block?
No, not Big Block. Hootie Barn.
Yeah.
Big Mike.
Oh, yeah. I didn't
Caught on
see
it.
that one yet. Wife was telling me about it.
There's on biggins, buddy. I ain't been fishing in, it's been, well, take that back. A couple years ago, we went with my brother and his wife. Didn't really catch nothing because it was like 40 degrees outside. It was actually too cold to try to fish. Now, but I'll tell you what I did one time. Went fishing with my 22 automatic, went out there in the creek and unloaded about 100 rounds in the creek. Just see if I could hit a fish.
Did you get anything?
Didn't get nothing. But it sure was fun though. Mater, where are you from? I think he said Ohio, wasn't it?
I don't know. I stop in on his lives. Everybody's talking Cajun.
They said he was 21 when he left Galveston. Oh, he must be talking about a song.
I was going to say, what made you move to the other side of the world?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get out fishing much more but I've been out a couple times this year. I want to get back out. We got the river right over here. We got a dam 5 minutes down the road, so you never know what you're going to get down there.
Right.
Catfish.
Oh, yeah, he's in Dallas. Yeah, I like
Went
fishing.
last weekend. First fish of the year was like a 27-inch channel cat.
I've seen that.
That was like pulling in a tire.
Yeah. I wish I had pictures of my big catfish that I hooked. And I had a place on the river. And right beside my place was a boat launch. I backed my truck down there in the boat launch and took the fishing string around the bumper of my truck and drug that big old catfish out of the water. That joker was huge.
Cats can get pretty good size.
Yep. Big. Brother, we went down there. I didn't live there. I bought a house there and I was redoing it. And I'd go down on weekends and so-called quote work on the house. We did more fishing than we did working. And me and my brother was out there one night, and he was all hippie because he had the biggest fish from the creeks where we worked at. And I said, no, I said, that's because you just got lucky. And I'm going to catch the biggest one tonight. And that's when I hooked that big old catfish, and he kept on saying, oh, that's a log. That's a log. And this joker,
It
yeah,
felt like a log.
yeah. And this joker here, my brother, he was blind. He literally couldn't see no further than having a hand. And I put that line around the bumper, the ball of the truck, and I drug that catfish out of that water, and he hollered, it's Moby Dick. You caught Moby Dick. I jumped out. I said, I told you it wasn't no log. That was a huge fish, buddy.
Yeah, it's funny. Sometimes we'll go down here to the dam and people will go down there with their trout rods with like 3-pound line on.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, man, that ain't going to work down here.
No.
Maybe about half the time, you know. But I'm saying if you latch into a muskie or a carp or big cat,
Oh, it's over with.
yeah. Me, I like my winch cable. I got 20-pound spider wire.
That's what I put. That's what I use a 20-pound.
Yep. I like my winch cable.
Yeah, I like it when if I had to hook it up on a bumper and drag them out. There's some big ones, buddy. There's some big ones down here. We had years ago, 18-wheeler run off in the river down here. It was carrying dog food.
Oh,
And they hired some divers to get the truck out of the river. The truck's still sitting in the river today. And the divers got down there and come back up in the water and told them they wanted that truck. They go down and get it. He said, there's catfish down there as big as that truck. He said he wasn't going.
that dog food.
Yeah. He said he ain't going back down there. And I believe it because there's a big one that's come out there. That's where I got mine at. There's a big one. I should have went and had it weighed because I believe it would have been a record. But we was there for the weekend and we was supposed to be fishing and cooking what we catch. That didn't work out too well. But it was huge, buddy. That jugger was humongous.
Usually when they get that big, I think they taste like mud.
Yep, they do.
I like the smaller cats, you know, like 16, 17 inches.
Yep,
Still
yep.
young.
About 2 to 3 pounds size.
Yep.
Yep, that's the best size you can eat.
Yep, I learned from when you're cleaning catfish, you got to. One time I was cleaning one out, and I ended up there was a treble hook in the guts, and I ended up I caught it on my hand because I was. It's like, oh man, you gotta be careful. That was a learning experience that day.
Yeah, you have to be careful down here because the baby snakes are crawling in their mouths.
I heard that.
And you have to be careful when you get one of them. I don't like touching fish. After I got a pair of pliers, I go and I'll put the things on the ground. I'll get the hook out of it. I guess it's the slimy feeling that I don't like. I got that pair of pliers, but then I'll yeah, I don't even like to get my hands greasy. But that's all I've done all my life, and I still hate it.
Well, you got rubber gloves nowadays.
Yeah. And I can't stand to wear rubber gloves when I'm doing something.
Depends on what I'm doing.
Axle grease, putting some bearings in axles, yeah, I'll find me some gloves to put on. axle grease will get everywhere. You can take that axle grease and be one spot on a fender or something, and next thing you know, that one little spot done turned into 100 spots. Oh, Dean is something else, ain't he?
Dean, yeah, it'd be cool if he could make it to No Name, but that's a long
Yeah.
way to go.
So would.
Yeah, he's got a quick wit about him.
Oh yeah. He's very intelligent.
Well, right now we got a thing going. I made a comment about his quick wit gives me a headache sometimes. He's asking me if I took my aspirin.
Yes, I think that was what night before last when he asked you in the chat about the aspirin. Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, it'll probably go on for a week or two, and then we'll kind of forget about it. Did you check yourself, Lars?
Oh Lord, LP's back.
Wendy still wants to braid his beard.
That Joker got one, don't he?
I couldn't grow a beard to save my life.
I can. It makes me look like a bushwhacker or something. I let it grow out and then I get tired of it and then I'll shave it.
And I've never had a beard. Mine comes in, it's so thin and it takes so long. It's like,
Oh, what's Dean? Yep, that right. When you think I forget it, I'll bring it up.
yeah, he will. I've seen him bring stuff up from years past.
Oh man.
He comes up with some really interesting conversations sometimes.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I tell you one thing, he's smart on that Ford stuff, buddy.
Dean's good people, man. I'm glad he's around.
Yeah. Yep. And that's like Ollie. Ollie's channel should be a mega channel. What he knows. I'm talking. He's intelligent. Using your
testosterone for the correct purpose.
Oh,
And he even spelled it right.
well, I probably misspelled half of that.
I'd be going over to Google and checking my spelling because I don't want to sound stupid. There's spell stupid shit, you know.
I told my wife the other night I won't get me a dictionary, one of the biggest. He said, "Why? You always ask me how to spell everything." I said, "Well, I was going to do a video with the dictionary." Sometimes when I'm typing on the keyboard, I gotta get me another keyboard. Me and the grandsons played so many games on this, and the keys don't want to mash right on them.
Yep, you got one stick, so you got to jam it.
Yeah, yep.
My last laptop was that way. The 5 and I couldn't hit the 5 or the 6. So
And usually it's the one that you use the most that gets messed up.
that and the B, the cap, the tab come off the B, so you got to jab it, and sometimes it'll give you 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah. Like mine is always the H going out. So you have to like spell a word without no H in it. And when there's a lot of words, it's got the H in it. You're like, oh man.
Yeah. But you figure it out after a while.
Yeah.
Or by the time you do, they change the conversation and you got to
Yeah.
delete it because it's,
Yeah. With.
they're on to a different subject.
Yeah.
1:45 already. Holy shit.
Oh man. It sure is. It's almost 12 o'clock here.
It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow anyway, so.
Yeah. Oh. This weather's crazy. Well, this is April, so this right here is probably going to be our late spring shower in the summertime here.
Well, April showers, they're finally showing up.
Yeah, and bringing in May flowers.
Yeah, dandelions.
Yeah, hay fever. So how far are y'all from Rhode Island?
Oh, quite a ways. I'd have to look it up. It would be an all-day trip if it was. All right. Give me a place in Rhode Island.
Kingston.
Kingston.
We got Lynn running deer in here. Don't guess we've ever seen them in here. Oh, that might be Dean.
Well, we got Kingston campus, University of Rhode Island. Okay, that's Kingston. 5.5 hours.
Holy cow. Holy cow.
Yeah, we're right in central PA here.
Okay.
I mean, if you bring up like a radar site, you look there where Williamsport is, there's like a fish hook on the interstate. We're right at the end of the hook.
Ah,
That's about 5 blocks over here. So
holy cow.
really easy to find if you're on a map.
Holy cow. Now, how far are you from Brook?
Probably an hour and a half at most.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, Buck's easy. He's probably closer to an hour. I think he's in Lebanon. That's about 100 mile. About 100 mile.
Oh, that's not bad.
Hour and a half, yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Well, a lot of it's 2 lane, so we still got a bunch of interstate to go south yet.
Wow. Yeah, I like a Buck.
Yeah, he's getting it done on that drag car, man.
He is. Man, he says he ain't no body man.
He's getting it done. Tell you what, if he's not a body man, then he's learning fast.
Really quick. There's body shops that wouldn't even do that. They're going to replace the whole top of it or the whole quarters.
Well, do you see him digging the Bondo off that roof?
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit, man. Would they use a whole gallon on that roof?
Oh, yeah. I can't believe how good he's at it.
Well, I'm saying he did the firewall, he's working on that, did the cowl and all that. It's like, man, he's makes you wonder when he sleeps.
Wow. Yeah, he's a good guy.
I think he wants to get it done.
Yeah.
It's coming along, though. I can't wait to see it when he's done with it.
Oh, it's going to be pretty.
All right.
But
I'll be right back. I want to grab a beer.
All right.
I feel like an alcoholic. This is the first time I've had 2 beers together in weeks.
Uh-oh.
It's just well, it saves money not drinking.
Yeah. Yeah, all I can drink now is tea. I get messed up with this computer camera. Tea.
We got that in the fridge too. We always got a jug of sweet tea in the fridge.
Yep. Tea, Kool-Aid, and every now and then I'll get a Dr. Pepper.
Yep, got the Kool-Aid. Usually I'll do the Kool-Aid in the evening, so because the caffeine keeps me up at night.
Yep. Yep.
I switched to the grape Kool-Aid.
I've been on a strawberry Kool-Aid kick.
I don't know if I've ever had strawberry Kool-Aid.
It's pretty good. I used to drink Dr. Peppers like this going. I'd probably drink, 7, 8 of them a day time.
I don't do soda anymore. Years ago, I used to drink Pepsi, and then I switched to diet just because it's 1 calorie. And the factory I was at, they put water coolers in, along the machines, and then I
Right.
just switched over to drinking water because it was always cold and it was always right there.
Right.
And it didn't cost me nothing.
Right. Yeah, I drank Dr. Peppers like most people drink beer, one right after another. I asked a buddy of mine, he's dead now. He'd call, he'd come over to the house about every day. He'd call and says, you need anything? I said, yeah, how about grab me a couple of Budweisers? I'd call my Dr. Pepper from Budweiser. Yeah, I said, how about picking us up a couple of Budweiser? Okay, he didn't drink either. He knew it was my Dr. Peppers. I said, my Budweisers. Now we got Dakota in the house.
We'll say that young man should be sleeping by now, shouldn't he?
Yeah, there's a smart boy right there.
It'll be nice to meet him too.
Yeah, him and Hunter both.
Yep.
Yeah, their daddy has really taught them boys something. You can tell it. Yeah, they're good kids right there. Real good. Yeah, the other night when everybody was in live, I was watching my video, just kept on climbing and climbing and climbing. I'm like, it got up like 300 something. I'm like, I looked at my wife. I says, I'm not moving off this video until it completely stops. It went 755 views, and I was like, and it was probably about 3 o'clock that morning. And I'm like, then did I really gotta go to bed? Because I want to see if it climbs some more.
I like doing that. I'll put out a short or something, then watch the analytics.
Yeah, watched it climb. Yeah. We had one that's got 3,110 views on it. We didn't get to watch it climb. I'm like, this one I'm going to watch. I want to see this and climb.
Better you get one and it doesn't get very many views, and it's like,
Yeah. Or you put one on there And you put one, think about it, and he's like, oh, this right here is going to bring a lot of views. You put it on there, it won't bring nothing. It's the ones that you threw in the garbage can is the one you should have put up there, because that's the one that's going to bring all the views.
Yeah, if I do a short or something, I'm happy if it gets 1,600 views.
Right.
I don't really care about the views. I just like the subs.
Right. We've been getting about 8, give or take, between 4 and 8 subs a day last couple of days. I didn't put no video out today because I got frustrated messing with the car, and if I was to go out there and put it on that tripod and film something, everybody might think I'm crazy. I'd be over there slinging a part, slinging a tool across the neighbor's yard.
That'd be the ones that get you views and subs.
Yeah.
And slinging wrenches and cussing and
Yeah.
swearing. Busted my hand.
Oh, I tell you, the other day when I fell out there, when I got shot in the air about 6 feet in the air, I wished I'd had that on camera.
Right?
It literally knocked me cuckoo. Dakota, I sent you an email earlier. Did you get it? Yeah, I bought that other motor, and where it was at, it was in a barn. And I had to take that motor apart to get it out of the barn. So the only thing that was left was a block and the crank and the pistons and the timing chain cover and the water pump. And it's a 69. And my wife was telling me that thing's heavy. There's no way you're gonna tote that thing out of here. That thing's heavy. I said, well, the one we took out of the Thunderbird ain't that bad. I've been grabbing it and moving it around. And then after we got home, she started on cooking supper, and she said, do you know that 302, 69 302, that's 600 and something pounds? I said, no, it ain't. She said, yeah, I'll show you. I said, what? And then she said the motor in the Thunderbird didn't weigh that much. She said that's like almost 300 pounds without the heads on it. So I picked that motor up, me and the neighbor over there, and I just reached down there and grabbed it like this right here, and he over there grabbed it. And that my wife said that he was shaking over there, and I was just basically dragging him out of the barn because I was ready to drop it in that little trailer there. I got over here with a little riding lawnmower and the trailer and backed it up in front of the car. I didn't have nobody to call, hey, come help me get the motor out. So I thought, well, I'm going to stand on the end of this trailer and I'm going to pull this pin off this lawnmower and I'm going to let the motor just roll out of it. When I pulled that pin, I went straight up in the air and went hit the ground. I was like, what just happened? I was like, holy cow.
That would have been a good video.
Yeah, it would have. It literally knocked me because I got the imprint on my backside of my cell phone. It didn't crack. It messed the screen up a little bit in one spot. And that knocked me out so bad, cuckoo, I was trying to call my wife on the phone and I couldn't figure out how to turn my phone back on. And at that time she come around the corner, she's I heard something go thump. She's I knew something happened. I was like, Lord have mercy. Yeah, me and my brother, man, we used to pull these V8s out and pick them up and chunk them out and build another motor and stick them in there. Didn't even use no cherry pickers. We just reached down and grabbed them and put them in there. That's been about 20 something years ago, though.
Right.
Yeah, that's the Cherokee part, Dean. No, Cherokee. When the Cherokee comes out of me, that's when I want to scalp somebody. They never said that 302 600 something pounds. I said no, it's not. She said yes, it is. Now I realized, oh yeah, it's probably about 600 pounds. And I just reached down there and grabbed that thing like it was nothing. I was like, holy cow.
I had a brother-in-law like that. He used to haul stuff around, and I don't know how he did it.
I've done it. Back when we was growing up, we didn't have cherry pickers. We had a tree in the neighbor's yard because we didn't have a tree in the yard.
Yep.
We go
Throw a chain over the limb.
right, and you had to climb the tree to get the chain over it. And most times the chain was too short to reach the motor, so you had to grab the motor up and hold it and hook it. Yeah, it's done that many times. Me and my little brother went over to the guy's house and he had a little Ranger, had the V6 in it, and he wanted to change the motor out, and he says, I hope you got the cherry picker to do it with. I just did like this right here. I said, cherry picker right here. And he's like, what? And got the old motor unhooked. Me and my little brother reached down one side of it, just picked it up and chopped it out. And reached down at the pallet and got this new motor, stuck it, and put it back in there. And that guy just shaking his head. He said, y'all don't need no cherry pickers. I said, nah, we don't need no cherry picker. It was funny. The worstest thing I hate to do on a car is transmission. It's taking the transmission out and putting the transmission in. That and freaking windshield wipers. I cannot stand the name windshield wipers. Talking about haircuts, I gotta get me one.
Yeah, I'm about due for another one.
Yeah, it's getting hot now. I gotta have one.
When mine gets long enough, I need shampoo. It's time to get cut.
See, I don't have to go to no barber shop. My wife does.
Yep. We bought a good set of trimmers years ago, 20 years ago, probably. I don't go to a barber.
It's
Whack it off.
I think the last time, $18, not almost $20 to have my hair cut, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I had a funeral to go to, it's like $20. Now. Dakota ain't had in 1 and 2 months.
2 months ago.
Yeah, 2 months ago. I told my wife the other night, I says, I'm getting light on top. And I said, when it starts completely coming out, I'm just going to shave it all off. I said, I'm just going to get up in the morning and rub the rag on it. That way I ain't going to worry about it.
Dean's got it right, though. Wall, fix the wall.
Yeah.
That's what we got. A set of wall trimmers.
Yep. I don't know what we got.
I think it's
That's what they
I
want.
believe that's what they are.
Yeah. Holy cow. Where's these people gonna pay you that? I wanna go get mine cut. Holy cow.
I'll do that.
Yeah, that's it. Oh.
Wendy told Dakota to save it for No Name. She'll hook him up there. You know, there's only one way she cuts hair. That's
Yeah.
short.
Yeah, I'll get mine short, but it don't take long. Mine be grown out in about 2 months. It'll be just about like it is now. In 2 months, it's long. Grows quick. Yeah, it grows quick. Yes. Yeah, my daddy's mama was a 3/4 Cherokee. And she was one of the first ones on the Trail of Tears. I guess that's where I get my hair growing so quick from, I guess.
Yeah, I'm part Indian too. Don't know what tribe. One of my grandmothers, great grandmothers, was full-blooded something. That's why I always tan so nice in the summertime. It's like, now I know why they call him Red Man.
Yeah, me too. Actually, I'm dark complected. It looks like I've been in the sun, but I haven't even been in the sun yet.
Just from here down.
Yeah, yep.
At that farmer's tan.
Yeah. Now I got a brother. His neck's got a red ring around it, and my dad had a red ring around his neck, and then my little brother's got it, and I'm like, I don't have it.
You're shaded from your beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it always, my daughter, it always upsetted her because if she gets some sun, it'll last about 3 days and then it fades out, you know.
Right.
She's always giving me hell because I tan so nice. It's like sometimes it's not a blessing.
Right.
Saying if I burn, it's once, like it
Right.
usually in April. Then I'm good for the year. I can feel it, but I don't burn.
Right. Yeah, I can get sunburnt, like you said, and the rest of the year don't bother me. But when I do get sunburnt, it bothers me.
Oh, we had some nice weather there a week or two ago. I got some sun there. I mowed the yard. It's like, hey, this feels pretty. It was kind of nice. Them 80-degree days. It's like, boy, I want me some more of these.
Right.
By the end of the day, it's like, man, that sun's giving it to you, buddy.
Right. And it makes you feel better too when you get out there in the sun.
Oh yeah.
Being clumped up in a house all winter.
Well, it makes you realize where Superman got his powers.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you, I tried playing Superman. It didn't end well for me. Yes. Ooh. I guess sometimes I still think I'm in my 20s and still do what I did when I was in my 20s. And sometimes it gets me in trouble.
Yeah, it's funny how you can still, in your mind, you still think you're 20.
Yeah,
It's like me. I don't feel like I'm 57 years old.
right.
I'm just ready to hit my 30s,
Right.
Then you look at some of these kids walking around the neighborhood. It's like, damn, I'm old.
Yeah, yeah. or your nephews getting married and having babies, and you're like, what?
Like, I remember you when you were this big, boy.
Yeah.
It's like my youngest son. He'll be 29 this year. It's like, holy shit, where'd the years go?
Wow.
My oldest son, he just turned 33.
See, Heather would have been how old?
Let's see. 28.
My daughter Heather would have been 28. Would have been 29 in July. 28 in July.
28.
Yeah.
Kristen would have been 31.
And then Christian would have been 31 in July. And then I got a younger daughter. She's 26. Yeah, will be 26 or just turned 26.
Now I know why my son calls me old man.
Yeah. Well, I said, Heather called me that a few times. But my youngest daughter, she calls me dad. That's all she's ever called me is dad. And usually when she says daddy, that means she's wanting something.
It's funny how that works.
Yeah. Heather used to send me a text and she'd say daddy, and I knew something. She was wanting something. And then Amelia, she'd text me, and when she says daddy, and she'll be wanting something, I'm thinking,
what do you want?
What do you want? Yeah.
Like, do you want or need?
Yeah.
So if you want something, that's one thing. If you need something, that's another.
Yeah.
But we do what we have to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, just man, time goes by so quick. Oh, it seems like I can just step back in time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Makes you wonder if that's what they mean by it's all downhill from here because you go faster.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I really never would have thought that. I always thought my mother would outlive all of us because, man, she was a Yankee, and buddy, nothing slowed her down. I'm talking about nothing.
It's the way my mom was.
And
she was 80. She died when she was 84, and she was still waiting for her gray hair.
Golly.
I mean, she had a couple grays, but nothing like the gray-haired old ladies. She's
right.
Like, she was always complaining. She's like, I earned mine, damn it. Because she always loved the old lady, almost blue hair look.
Right.
And she was always upset because she never got her gray hair.
Your mom was what, 87, 86?
87.
87, I think she was. Yeah, 87. And
I'm surprised she didn't live to be 100 the way she was going.
before her sister and them put her in a assisted in a nursing home. A year before she died, we'd go get her, and she'd still outdo you. You just had to watch her because she had dementia, but she would still outdo you. And I'd be like, hey, I got to sit down a minute. I got to stop. And she's like, no, we got to go to this store. Oh, no, we're not going to that store. There's Davey.
Actually, we were the youngest of 5. My oldest sister's the one that put her through the ringer. Usually when Mom taught my oldest sister something, we all learned it.
Right.
Remember years ago, when she was a teenager, her and my mom got into it one time, and my sister slapped Mom. It was over.
Wow.
I remember her slapping her all over the kitchen.
Ooh.
It's like, it'll be the last time.
And
it was.
I know my dad was what they call a binge drinker. He drank he just get drunk every now and then. And one time he got drunk and he wasn't even bothering her. And she'd come home and they got into it, and she reached over there and grabbed a frying pan and whacked him upside the head. Blood was going everywhere. And I was like, oh my God. I said, you gonna kill the man. And then the police would come, he'd go take him downtown. Then he'd get out a day or so later. He wouldn't get drunk for the next couple of years. And I remember one time he got drunk and she came home and hit him with the phone receiver. And I'm like, holy cow. I was like,
I guess when she had enough, she had enough.
Yeah. I was like, holy cow. I always tell him, I says, I see why you got drunk like you did. He said, why is that? I was putting up with her all the time. And he says, oh, that's still your mama. That's still your mama. That's what he said. That's still your mama. I was like, holy cow.
Well, Cat's wanting to climb in the cupboard again. That's what this is for.
Uh-oh.
It's like a mom's slipper for cats.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Marble rolling pin.
Oh.
Mom's version of rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, man. Yeah, Mom all she'd eat was Yankee food. That's what we all as kids called it, Yankee food, because none of us ate it. And there's a few things she cooked I'd eat. One of them called a Christmas pudding. I got to sit down and write the recipe, and she'd make it every now and then. Well, me and one of my brothers and her was the only one to eat it, and it'd take her all day to fix it. And one time I said, she used to make a little, about the size of a coffee can, small coffee can. I said, you got to make more than that. So she started making 4 of them. And she says, well, don't nobody else eat it but me and you and Joseph. I said, yeah, that's right. I says, that's more for me to eat. She'd put in that refrigerator and I eat on that stuff for a whole week.
Didn't you make that brown bread too in a can?
Yeah, brown bread in the can. Some kind of brown bread.
And Vegetable can.
Vegetable can, yeah. Yeah. Oh, shrimp now. I could eat a truckload of shrimp. But anything else, seafood wise, no. Mm-mm. The scallops, somebody brings out scallops and I'll start to gag. Yeah, oh yeah, I can't, I can't stomach them. I guess because she ate them all the time, I guess.
That could be.
Crawfish now, I can eat a mess of crawfish. That's the way you do it right there.
Yep.
That's the way to do it right there.
You got to watch out for the quiet ones.
Yeah. Man, I used to work at a gas station at night, and me and a couple of my buddies was out there one night, and I always parked my car in the front, by the front door. And I always kept my gun in the back seat. And probably about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and it was slow that night, and I had an eerie feeling. I told my buddy, I said, something's gonna go on tonight. He said, what are you talking about? I said, it's just been one of those nights tonight. And he said, yeah, it's been slow. About that time, a car pulled up, and I reached down in behind the back seat, and I pulled my shotgun out the back seat to show my buddy. And his car pulled up in the driveway in the store. He takes off. And then looked, and all of them had ski masks on. They was gonna rob us until he seen the shotgun. When I had the shotgun, showed to my buddy. They left there and went down the highway and robbed another store down the road.
Well, better down there than there.
Yeah. I told the police, I called it in, told the police what went on. He says, yeah, they just robbed the other store down here. And I said, well, I tell you what, didn't rob ours because I was getting the shotgun out of the back seat of the car.
Sometimes you got to go with your gut.
Yeah, that's it. Man, I had that feeling, buddy. It was like, you get a feeling that it ain't that something ain't,
You're right.
I was like, oh. Worked in almost 20 years, and I can tell you, I've seen just about everything in a parking lot that could be happening in a parking lot.
Nowadays, you don't know what people are capable of.
No, and it don't matter now where it's at now. These people go into a Walmart and rob Walmart.
I'd seen an article there. Some lady got busted for shoplifting at Lowe's, and she ended up shot the guy over a phone charger.
I seen that on the news.
It's like, what? It's like, you
Yeah.
can't make this shit up.
I'm like, God. I'd be like, watch the news every day, and you're like, what is wrong with these idiots?
Yep. Well,
So it's
people are too quick to pull a gun.
Mm.
And all it does is ruins lives one way or another.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I mean, I'm all for Second Amendment. I got guns here and everything, but man, you got to, if you're going to pull a gun, you
Better know how to use it. Yeah.
or be willing to use it
Right.
in defense. See people, I'd be afraid to work in a store nowadays.
Oh, yeah, me too. Oh, yeah. And it's actually getting dangerous to go to Walmart.
It's sad.
My wife went to Walmart when we first got married to get some paintbrushes and some rollers because we was painting our house. and it was about 11 o'clock at night. And she went in there, and a bunch of guys was following her into the store. And then when she got through the store, they was waiting on her to exit out the exit doors. And she run to the truck, and then she called me, told me, and I called her brother and I said, let's go to Walmart. And then by the time we got there, there was nobody there. But and this happened not too long ago where this guy was following us around in Walmart, and every time I turned around, I noticed out of the corner of my eye, he was watching the buggy where her purse was. And I just reached over there and grabbed her purse, and I turned around and I said, now you want to try to take it? We can get on with it. And Joker took off. He didn't want no part of that purse.
Let's get this over with.
Yeah. I said, let's go ahead and take care of this little problem. We learned from our dad's military buddy.
Trust your instincts.
Yep. That's right.
I remember growing up, they didn't have no kind of drugs like they got drugs nowadays.
No, no. When I was growing up, the strongest thing that we know was a drug was marijuana.
Yeah, and that was that dirt brown.
Yeah.
Back and everybody got an ounce on Friday, for $50.
Yeah.
Full of seeds and
Yeah.
a joint about that big around.
Yeah. I smoked it one time and I said, I'll never smoke this again. It was laced with something. Oh, I said, never again when I do this.
You're saying nowadays, if you don't know what's in it, not that I do drugs, but I used to smoke weed, gave it up, but that was the hardest drug I ever really done.
Right. Well, now there's so much crap out there now that you can even get it on your skin and it'll kill you.
Yep. Saying they got fentanyl now, or that Narcan in the department or drugstores now. You buy it over the counter.
Yeah.
I ain't wasting my money on that. If somebody wants to overdose, let them do it on their own.
That's right. That's exactly right. That's the way I look at it. That's like the gun laws. Even though my daughter got killed with a gun, it wasn't the gun's fault. It's the idiot behind the gun. And that shooting that happened here in town down the road, last week it was, to a birthday party. I feel sorry for the ones, the parents that lost their kids and that. I feel sorry for them.
And nowadays, it's always over stupid shit.
Yes. Yep.
Little things.
Yep. Yeah. Nowadays it's not over something major. It's something like you said, stupid crap. It's crazy. Yeah, it's just. I wish they ain't caught the one that killed my daughter yet, but what goes around comes around, and one day if they don't catch him, one day I'll get my justice, because one day he's gonna meet the maker, and the maker then, he'll get it.
Judged.
Yep.
He'll be judged.
Sometimes it's hard, especially when you hear shooting like that happened last week, and then everybody's talking about it and gun this and gun that, and I'm thinking it ain't the gun's fault; it's the one that's pulling the trigger's fault.
Yeah, there was an article here a couple of weeks ago about a road rage. Dude shot into the car and killed a 5-year-old kid.
I seen that, and I seen where they took a rock over an overpass and threw it and killed that woman.
Yep. I seen an update on that today. They ended up went through the one kid's phone and they ended up went back and took pictures just to remember, just for, you know,
Yeah,
it's like, God damn.
that's bad. There's some sick people in this world.
Yeah, and we thought we had it bad growing up.
Oh
I'd
no,
I'd be afraid to bring a kid into this world nowadays.
yeah, I would too. We had a good childhood, even though I got beatings. I had a good childhood, Mary. What it is today.
Instead, back in the day, you'd take an ass whooping, but you lived to fight another day.
That's right. That's right.
Saying you can't take back a bullet.
It just amazes me how people living in their mind think that you can shoot somebody and kill them, but yet they can automatically just come back alive. I think it's I believe they play them video games long enough, and they think, well, I can shoot this person, he's gonna come back alive.
Yeah.
Or if I get shot, I'm gonna come back alive. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I believe a lot of it is the video games.
Yeah, I do too. You know, I play some on there, like a football game, and I'll play NASCAR every now and then. And that's once in a blue moon. We got a TV and it's on the wall. So when grandbabies come over, they watch their cartoons on the tape or they can play a game. It ain't been on in 3 months. It ain't been plugged up in 3 months. We spend 99% of our time on YouTube.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
I mean, we record the evening news, and like before bed, I'll go up and I'll watch the local, and watch the weather. And, I might have recorded a movie or something. I can flip through the commercials because there's as much commercial as there is movie nowadays.
Yeah, and some of the commercials are stupid.
Everything's politically correct nowadays.
Yeah. Mater's got it right. There's sick people in Washington living in the White House.
Yeah. As long as he's got his ice cream, I suppose.
Yeah.
I don't want to go there.
Oh. It's all designed. He's not running the country.
No.
It's all designed.
They knew who was going to win before the vote.
Yep. They got to move toward that one world order, see. And it's going to happen whether we like it or not.
Yeah, it makes me wonder what's going to happen next year for the election.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I won't say it's predictable, but it's unpredictable this year.
Right.
I mean, that and them going after Trump so hard, yet Hunter Biden's laptop
Yeah.
is not an issue.
You're right. That should have been first hand right there.
There's Mater.
Yeah, there's Mater.
Yeah,
Casey Kane flag.
yeah. So, I've been watching. It's like, damn it, I do want another cigarette.
Come on in. It probably didn't help that I just lit one.
Well, I've already had one. Because with the price of damn cigarettes right now being anywhere from $8 to $9 a pack, I think I spent about $60 to get 5 cartons worth. Because I'm doing it myself.
Oh. Mm.
Yeah, I remember that, Dean. He's wanting to have a, you know,
Yeah.
where Dean knows where the best ice cream is. It's in the way out.
I'm waiting for him to be eating a thing of ice cream and fall up the stairs going into the plane again.
Yeah, that'd be funny, wouldn't it?
Now, one thing you're talking about is, and one thing I'm upset is all these people talking about, well, we need gun reform. And it ain't, no matter what you do, it
How
ain't going
much
to do
more
a damn
can
bit
they
of
do?
Right. There's
Now, the weird thing about it is they're always saying, oh, the AR is a weapon of war. Weapon of war. You can ask any, I guarantee if you ask any service person that's fired a rifle, they'll tell you they are not using the AR.
right. Yeah. Oh, it's just something to take that away from us. See.
Yeah.
What it
I've
is.
actually got one, but the weird thing about it is I've got another one in there. It shoots the same caliber, shoots the same bullet and everything, but they don't say a damn thing about it.
Right.
But yet, I do actually own 2 authentic weapons of war. I do actually have 2 that were in, they're military rifles, and both of them were used in war. One is World War I, other one's World War II.
Right.
Because one from World War I, it's the Winchester model 1917 bolt action rifle, and that was made for when we got into World War I. The other one, I've got a Japanese Arisaka, and that was the common battle rifle for the Japanese army.
Yeah, I got a 6.5 Jap.
Hey, they explain to that. It's just, I think our rights are done being taken away up under our nose, and a lot of people don't pay attention.
Right.
Well, this gun reform, the law-abiding citizen complies anyway. It's the hoodlums that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many guns out there now. Gun reform ain't going to mean shit.
You know, I talked to someone one time. They said, "Yeah, we need more gun reform." I said, "Okay, so what would you suggest?" He goes, "I don't know."
Right.
You're wanting more of it, stricter. Going better. As far as making it harder. But what do you want to do? For every time I bought one, I've had to show my driver's license, fill out the form, and they've had to call it in to see whether or not I'm able to purchase one.
Right.
And I've already had the state of Texas issue me a CHL. Now, I still have to do the fill out the paperwork every time I go make a purchase.
Right.
But having that CHL, that's already basically putting it to where they don't have to make the phone call.
Yeah, I just think that a lot of the crap that they pushing on people shouldn't be pushed on.
The people pushing it don't even know.
Right.
Probably never fired a gun in their life.
No. I like California. That's about the stupidest crap out there. They just need to chop that off the United States and let them be their own country.
Well, we need a big earthquake and just have California fall into the ocean.
Kind of like, what was it? Escape from L.A. with Snake Plissken.
Yeah.
Penal colony.
Yeah.
That's fine. I can handle that.
Yeah, no.
Snake Plissken. Boy, that goes back a while.
All the people out in California ain't like that. I do know that, but it's the way it's governed, you know.
Yeah, was it by the end of this year? You're not even going to be able to buy a brand new lawnmower.
Right, it's governed electric.
Right, no outdoor power equipment. Brand
Yeah.
new.
Yeah.
And the weird thing about it is, California's got some of the strictest emissions. They've been doing that for how many decades, and they still got smog out there, and nothing's working.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you're doing all this for all this emissions restriction, but nothing's doing. Nothing's getting rid of it. Explain that to me.
Right. Yeah, it's just like that right there. When the kid died, had cocaine and fentanyl and heroin in the system.
Oh, they got that new one that's they call it Trank.
Yeah.
They're taking, fentanyl and mixing it with that the horse tranquilizer.
Yep.
Oh, that's crazy.
Man, see, we've been having a war on drugs since what? The 60s? Tell me how that's going.
Still going.
Yeah. They made it all illegal, but yet people still get it and use it.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's still going. It ain't going to get no better.
Look at the prohibition of alcohol. How
Yeah.
many speakeasies all of a sudden started popping up?
Yeah.
I mean, people wanted their alcohol; they were getting it.
Oh yeah.
Government couldn't stop it.
And when I was a teenager running around, the county we lived in was dry. We'd just go to the next county and get it.
Well, here, this town at one time was, it still is dry, but we could go buy beer coolers at almost any of the little convenience stores. Hell, even the grocery store. Now, now we can buy wine, and I've got 2 liquor stores within 5-6 minutes of the house.
Oh yeah, you can get it anywhere you want it now.
Yeah, it used to be that way here. Well, it used to be you had to go to a distributor or the liquor store. Nowadays, saying I can just go over here to the convenience store.
Yeah. Well, we got a Specs liquor store. Like I said, it's about 5 or 6 minutes away. Going north and going south, I've got the little next town south. Come off the highway, boom, you're there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that reminds me, Wendy. I need a bottle of peppermint next time you go up the road.
Well, I'm gonna have to shut this down, y'all. It's almost 15 to 1, and I gotta get my big butt to bed.
No, I thought he was going to say beauty sleep.
I might need some.
Well, hell, if he needs some beauty sleep, he needs to sleep for about 2 years.
Been in bed hours ago.
Well, I tell you one thing, it don't help the aches and pains. I tell you that.
Now, if things can turn around, they can never figure out what the hell's wrong with me, so I can get back to work. And
Yeah.
I might be able to make a no name. I'm still like 10 away from hitting 500.
Oh, you might as well be there.
Yeah.
What are you bringing?
If I had the money and had it all finished, I'd like to see about bringing the mini top fuel.
Oh, there you go.
I
Cool.
bought the engine already, and actually I bought 2 of them. And what I want to do is make a mini top fuel dragster with a Predator 670 V twin. running nitro.
We'll
And it fully, I got the blower sitting back there on the shelf already.
get busy, Mater.
Yeah,
Later.
well, I've lost, like I said, I lost my job back in October, and I had a 17 Ram that got repoed already because not be able to make the payments on it. So I just got the damn doctor trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Lost my appetite, but I've gained about 40 pounds.
Makes you wonder how that works.
Yeah, and also having constant bouts of diarrhea. Yeah.
I'm glad I ain't got no.
Saying that diarrhea will make you lose weight in a hurry.
Yeah.
Not me. I've been gaining weight. Like I said, I've gained about 40 pounds.
How many calories in them cigarettes?
Hang on.
Oh.
I have that damn bloated feeling all the time. And no appetite.
Mm.
And when I say no appetite, are you familiar with Chipotle?
Yep.
You know how big their bowls are? I used to be able to go in and eat the whole thing one sitting. Last time I went in, I ate about half of it, and that was it.
You got leftovers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but beforehand, no, there was no leftovers.
Mm. Now we go down the road to this little restaurant down here and get the chicken fingers, and they put like 5 or 6 big old chicken fingers on there. A lot of fries and some whatever else vegetable you want to go with it. I'll sit there, eat half of it, box it up, and come back home, and then I eat the rest of it. So
I got a little restaurant's probably a little bit over an hour or so away from me. I want to go back for their breakfast. Their biscuits are about that square,
mm.
about that tall. You get one with every meal, but if you want biscuits and gravy, you get 2 of them.
Now I can do some biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, me too.
I had their omelet. And that thing was huge, and I had about half of the biscuit.
Mm.
Yeah.
Biscuits don't make good leftovers.
But they make good biscuit and gravy.
Right. Soggy them back up.
Yeah. Well, let me get off here, and we will catch y'all tomorrow. Appreciate it. Saturday night. Probably go live again. Probably Monday.
At what
Monday.
time?
Probably about 9 o'clock.
That'd be right after I go off.
Yeah, about 9 o'clock on. What time zone we in?
You're in Central.
Time.
Yeah. So I do my live starting at 7 Central and end at 9.
Okay. You just I set it up, and then you just raft yours over to mine. Then.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah. We can do that. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, at night I just get on there and after John's live, didn't have nothing else to do, and I'm like, well, I don't see nobody online. And I was like, well, I'm bored. I said, I'm just going to go on live. I told John, I'm going live. I was like, man, I got bored.
Yeah, I kind of figured somebody would have done live after John.
Yeah, I was like, man, I got bored. Let's do it live. Plus, I was mad at the car too. If I didn't go live, I probably went out there and roasted some marshmallows on it.
Oh, by the way, that white car you were showing earlier, what is that one?
Which white car?
On
Yeah,
mine, 62 Valiant.
What engine you got in that?
440.
With the AFB single?
No,
That's-
it's got a 5-barrel. It's got a nettle rock in front and a 1 barrel in the back.
Okay.
Cool setup.
I got some video over on my channel if you want to.
Wendy, they checked that. I've been in the ER 6 different times. They've done CT scans every single time. 3 with and 3 without contrast. I've had a colonoscopy. Nobody's been able to figure out what the hell's going on.
Mm. Mm.
And I'm trying to get a hold of the doctor that way they can get me some stronger pain meds other than over the counter.
Yeah, I think right there.
I think I've seen that engine before.
Yeah, I think it's short right there. It's cool. That is cool right there.
I like that.
Yeah, it's my uncle's build. That's all he had to work with, so he put it together.
Hey, that's,
Didn't he?
That 1 barrel's the original off the Slant 6 that the car came with.
golly. God.
Yeah, didn't he? I was gonna say, didn't he hand fabricate that intake?
The adapter for the 1 barrel, yeah.
Yeah.
That's just aluminum plate.
Golly.
Couple winters ago, that's so I took it off the intake.
Wow.
And that's what it looked like when I took it off. He just drilled holes and knocked the center out and bolted it on.
Damn.
It's like, man, how's that thing breathe?
Hey, Mater.
Yeah.
When you go to your regular doctor, they won't do it at the hospital, but go to your regular doctor, tell me you need your potassium checked.
They've done that. Now, I'll tell you what was real bad is the gastroenterologist that wound up doing the colonoscopy. She actually ordered 6 different test runs for stool samples. Okay, fine. I had my girlfriend go over to the hospital, get the little container, because no insurance at that time, I've gotten it now, they wanted $1,000 before they would even turn the container over.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
And right now I've gotten in with the little low-income health clinic. They did blood work and they've done 5 stool sample tests, $44.
As soon as he had his kidneys checked, because that can cost.
Have you had your kidneys checked?
Yeah. Right now, the only thing they when I had that ultrasound done about 3 weeks ago, but the only thing they found was my liver was enlarged a little. But I've got so much bloating going on in the abdomen, they're not even getting a good picture.
Dang.
Check his urine.
Huh?
I wonder if they checked his urine.
I don't know.
I ended up fixing that adapter.
Oh, yeah, I see.
I did a lot of filing on that thing.
Yeah, you did. So did.
It made a little bit of a difference, but not a lot. It's that
Right.
1 barrel, so it's asthmatic. You can hear it as soon as you start the thing up.
Uh,
But it runs. It runs, and it really makes people look.
oh, yeah.
I don't know how good you're going to be able to see it. This is my old race car.
Is that a Dukes?
Almost. It's a 70.
Yeah.
I'd love to have that thing back.
What'd you have in it?
Huh?
What'd you have in it?
383.
Once they leave, they don't come back.
Yeah, unfortunately, it disappeared without my knowledge. And it's like, yeah.
I had a bunch of them disappear.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but mind you, that's not a drag car.
Nah. That's
Yeah, that was my dirt tracker. That raced back in the mid '80s.
Cool. Man, oh man.
What really made that engine come alive was when I put them 66 440 heads on it in the closed chamber, and then I wonder if this 440 cam would do any difference also. So I stuck that in there.
There's a big difference.
Oh, it woke that charger up. That 3.3 came alive a lot more, and I was only running a 2-barrel.
I took our new cam shaft out of our motor today and put it back in the box. I got something better going in there.
Do you?
Yeah.
I know this Challenger I've got an engine I can put together because I happen to have 3 sets of J heads and 1 U head set. Already been ported, polished, and set up for 202s.
Yeah, my heads has already been got the high dollar springs in it, the push rods, the whole 9 yards, done been ported, and they're actually better than the GT40 heads.
And the weird thing about it is I actually have a set of valves to go in there that I didn't pay anything. Take it back. I think I paid $40 for a set of valves.
That's not bad.
For 202 valves? No.
No.
But actually, they're not even 202s. Or 208s.
That's not bad. Well, folks, I got to end this and go outside, and I got to smoke me a cigarette because I smoke outside. I ain't had one in 3 hours.
Well, you might as well quit now.
That's why I'm out here in the garage because I don't smoke in the house either.
I had to go outside. It's all right unless it's about 20 degrees out there.
I still go outside. It don't matter.
Yeah, I do too.
You just smoke it faster, that's all.
Yeah, smoke it faster. I gotta get ready for bed too because it's almost 1 o'clock. Well, it's 1 o'clock now.
Yep.
Even though it's gonna be probably raining tomorrow. It's 56.
Well, we already had our rain today.
We're still getting our rain today.
We're gonna get rain tomorrow. What is tomorrow? Saturday. Yeah, it's supposed to rain tomorrow. That another day down the drain. But we'll probably go live Monday about 9 o'clock probably. So I'm gonna set it up Sunday that way everybody will know that I'm going live. I got to still try to figure out all this stuff. There's a lot of buttons to mash. But I'll set it up.
We'll on Monday then.
That sounds good when I Cat and Mater and Miss Wendy. I appreciate y'all coming in. Dean, appreciate that. Enjoy it, y'all. Y'all have a good night.
All right, you too. Appreciate you having me up.
Later, Mater.